I'm Diego, I'm a freshman.
I'm Michael, I'm a redshirt freshman, and we're part of the Indiana wrestling team.
So we're here in Gary, Indiana, where Coach Escobedo grew up, 4-time All-American. So he's inside, let's go see what he's doing.
Yeah, let's go.
This is kind of where it all started. You know, they all started with all of us being close together. There was, 4 uncles, so they all wrestled. And so they wanted to pass it on to us. And, being from Gary and the conditions that they were in at the time we were all growing up, it was like we needed to do an activity to keep us out of the street. My Uncle Randy and my Tia Josie, then her kids that lived there were Andre, Renee, Marcus, and then their daughter, Jennifer. And then it's where I lived. My cousin Jose lived there. And, just wrestling every day, being together every day, and living the dream to, achieve greatness. So my uncle lived down the street, my Uncle David, the one that invested a lot of time into me and, made me who I am. So in his living room, he tore out his living room. So this is how crazy he was, all right? So he tore out his living room, and then from wall to wall, he had wrestling mats. And then in the center of his living room was a wrestling mat. Then on each wall, there was, I want to say maybe 20 to 30 wrestling moves on each wall. And so before I could go outside and play or do anything, I had to run through every single move.
So that was like your
5
chore.
times. That was my chore. That was my chore, like almost every day.
Dang, so did you even have to take out the trash? You probably had to take out the trash.
No, that was my chore.
Wow.
Yeah, it was intense. I used to hate it though, But, now it's paid a lot. Paid a lot doing all those moves. But
So was your uncle your coach?
he was, yeah. So both of my uncles, my Uncle Mike and then my Uncle David, who used to drive us everywhere, both of them, they were our coaches. So they did a youth club right here in Gary, West Side, and they started that. So, it was just all of us in that youth club with other kids from Gary.
In high school, obviously you have wrestling in school, but
Yeah.
Outside of that, was it hard to stay out of trouble being from Gary? Did any of that stuff come back?
Well, I think my family did a great job. They did a great job with that. It's keeping us involved in that wrestling was huge. By the time I was 10, I've seen drug deals, someone die, shootings,
Right,
all that stuff. So it's right. So it's we grew up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But wrestling, I never wanted that life because wrestling gave me so much to look forward to, because I wanted to keep winning.
Right.
Because I want to keep winning, and I just saw the highest spots that wrestling could give you. Like you guys experienced it, right?
Yeah.
Like that kind of aura you get after you win.
Yeah, you just want to keep
You just want to keep
addicted.
going.
Yeah.
It's addicting.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's about being tough, about, overcoming things.
Yeah. I feel after overcoming just obstacles or a person or even just weights, you get that relief or you feel better about yourself at the end of the day.
What do you guys think of the value system? Can you name any off the top of your head?
Be yourself, relentlessness, confidence in yourself, teammates and coaches.
I think all these values are hitting what I want to kind of accomplish from, starting year 1 through year 5, through year 10, all the way on. It's getting kids that can fit in all these values and become these values. Because if you can hit all these values, you're going to be a great individual, right? On and off the mat. You're going to be a great teammate, great family member, great father, great dad, all of that. These values, help you become that. That's my biggest goal is more than wrestling is you can look back and say, I thank you, Angel, for helping me become that, helping me become a better father.
Yeah.
The value system, I think I've learned a lot of those in wrestling that I kind of wrote down, and it's, if you were to think about my life, it's everything was stacked against me. And in the way that, my mom was a single parent of 4. She didn't have a college degree at the time. I had to live with my grandparents. I barely saw my mom growing up. So all of that, it's living in the murder capital of the world at the time. You would almost say that kid should probably end up failing.
Yeah.
But it's like wrestling, and my family had these values that they instilled in me that helped me succeed.
Right.
So I know if I can make it out of here, anyone can make it out of anywhere. You know, and it's like I want to be that welcoming coach where no matter where you're from, you know, you're going to fit into the value system, learn these values, and kind of grow from there.
Yeah.
And be the best man you can be at all times.